5 minutes gone by in the third. Here is Mason. South a touch. Good look from Cassell. Anthony Mason is 6 of 8 from the field. And this crowd trying to rev up the home team. Been quiet to this point. That Laker lead is down to 6. Shaq is held. He's fouled by Brisbilla.
Again, if Shaq can hold his position that low, I'm not questioning whether or not he's capable of holding it. I mean, if he holds it long enough to be able to receive the pass on time, virtually unstoppable down there. You either have to foul him or you're going to give up the score.
O'Neal 3 for 6 from the line. He is a shade over 53% for the season, but has really picked it up as of late. Last 6 games, close to 75%, and that touch looking good.
With a little more arc on the ball. He earlier in the year was shooting, as Coach Jackson said, those direct missiles at the basket. And now you see the arc in there, which is allowing him a chance, at least have a chance of it going in.
Foul being called by Joe Crawford. John Fox, his third. We're talking with Phil Jackson earlier and asked why the improvement in the free throw shooting of Shaquille O'Neal. He feels that with Shaq sitting out the 5 games on the injured list, there was nothing he really could do because of the toe problem except shoot free throws. And there's the second turnover committed by the Lakers.
Well, when you're not allowed to physically get involved with practices and they reduce the amount of work that you're doing on certain machines to try and keep your cardiovascular work going, then you go out and you shoot a lot of standstill shooting and free throws. So at that point, you're concentrating on that one area a whole lot, which is free throw shooting.
And Big Dog Robinson's touch has returned. He now has 8 points. 6-point Laker lead. They've led by as many as 13. O'Neal goes to work on Brisbilla with the drop step. Rebounded by Robinson. Bucks showing some signs after a lethargic first half. Cassell is fouled. Hunter came over, tried to get him from behind. Foul on Lindsey Hunter.
To play together X number of games down the stretch run to see just how good they are and obviously how deep they can go in the playoffs.
Ray Allen played Kobe Bryant very well, forcing Kobe into a shot that he did not want. Cassell with the fake. Here comes Hunter. Mason is back. And he has to reset. Coming up on 5 minutes remaining in the third. Now Mason steps out on Bryant. Kobe rebounded by Brisbilla. Mason backing his way on Bryant. O'Neal with the block.
Well, Mason's determined to shoot the ball over the top of Kobe O'Brien. Shaq did a good job. He recognized his teammate was too deep. He needed help. He came at the last second and got the block.
Shaq getting position. The tip by Fox. Rick Fox with the bucket, and the Lakers lead 67-61. For the Lakers, their first field goal in 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Brisbilla rejected and fouled. 7:62, just under 4 minutes remaining in the third.
Excuse me, I was going to ask you, do you like the new look in the Pacers now since the trade has taken place?
I do. I don't know if they would have made the deal that Al Harrington got injured. Kobe on the follow. So the Lakers now lead by 7. I think they really helped themselves off the bench, and I think Chicago also gained In particular, with the addition of Jalen Rose, it remains to be seen where Travis Best will be playing next year.
Almost like it's a new belief in Chicago now by those young guys since they've added, Rose and Best to the team.
Here's Robinson again. Glenn Robinson silent in the first half, 4 for 4 here in the third quarter.
And that's one of those tough coaching decisions because George Carl had already pulled Tim Thomas off the bench and told him to go report in for Glenn Robinson, and Robinson hits another jump shot.
Neal had the position he wanted, but not able to hit.
Well, sometimes what you do is you walk down and you say to Thomas, I didn't mean for you to take out Glenn. I meant for you to get someone else on the floor.
Robinson steps back to shoot the three. Not able to hit. Mason is there. Rebounded by O'Neal. Mason blowing the follow.
Yeah, Kobe made a nice challenge over the top of his head to try and swipe the ball. It may have affected Mason. May have affected him a little bit on the shot.
Just under 2.5 remaining in the third. Here's Bryant on a reverse. Another beautiful shot by Kobe Bryant, who has 23 points. That time protecting against the 7'1" Chris Billup. Robinson is fouled by Fox. Of the Celtics, Chris Webber, Peja Stojakovic of Sacramento. And thus far tonight, you see Jack and Kobe with 42. And the combination of Ray Allen and Glenn Robinson, 23 points. Robinson with a late start.
You notice each of those teams that you mentioned had a record that was significantly better than 500, with the exception of Philadelphia, who's hanging right around the 500 mark, which tells you that you need two very good players to be one of the teams that moves on into the playoffs and hopes to have a chance, obviously, to accomplish something once you get there.
Robinson at 83% free throw shooter. The Bucks down by 6 as we come up on 2 minutes remaining in this third quarter. Ray Allen has not scored the last 16 minutes. Taken only 2 shots. That's because Cassell and Robinson have come on here in the third quarter. Kobe Bryant sets it up. Robert Horry for 3. Horry had been quiet. Hits the shot from downtown, and the Lakers now lead by 9. Shaquille O'Neal getting some rest. He takes a seat. Slava Medvedenko is back on the floor. Michael Redd picked up on the swing. Here's Tim Thomas once again taking it to the rim.
Yeah, Medvedenko was right there, and Phil Jackson kind of pointing out on the floor to Medvedenko saying, where were you? You're right in front of him. Stay there and pick up the offensive foul. Instead, kind of move to the side to avoid that contact.
Like he was upset with Medvedenko earlier in a similar situation. He took him off the floor.
Coaches have to find 1 or 2 guys on the team you can vent your frustrations on. He's not going to do it with Kobe and Jack all around.
And Red not able to hang on, so the Lakers maintain possession. He's fouled. Rest sitting down. And Thomas and Devin George battling for position.
Here's the cup. Shaq's going to try and tap it here right in between those two, and that's exactly what happened.
You are telestrating as it is taking place. Shaquille O'Neal with the basket, and it counts. That was a catch-up telestrator. So Shaq to the line, fouled by Johnson.
Shaq trying to pick and choose his spots as he backs down Johnson, and then Johnson decides to wrap him up when he gets that close.
Here's a good telestrator for you. Here is Shaq taking a free throw. So Shaquille, 5 for 9 at the line. 76-68. Lakers have led virtually all the way. They've led by as many as 13. Robinson. Johnson on the rebound. Cassell being played by Fisher. Robinson. The idea he's come out with a different attitude, a different look in this second half.
I'm not sure that I want to respond to you anymore because I'm trying to make fun of him.
You're hurt.
I was trying to show you where the player with the advantage wants to tip the basket.
It already happened.
It didn't happen. No, it did not happen. Okay, I drew the lines first. It's like a buzzer shot. Okay, you did not see it correctly.
The play was ahead of you.
Oh, yes, of course.
All right, here comes Cassell. A minute and a half gone by in the fourth quarter. The Bucks put the ball down by 6. Will not count. Foul before the shot attempt. The foul on Shaw.
Sam Cassell is trying to say that he was in the act of shooting. The official feeling the bump is there. If that's the bump that he's calling, which obviously it was, the call was correct. Sam hesitated, was not in the act of shooting.
That call was clearly made before the shot attempt.
Kind of like my drawing.
Robinson, and a foul is called.
What happened? There was a rent-a-car.
This should be succinct, though.
Robinson just made the foul shot, by the way. We had a rent-a-car in the possession of one of our employees. He obviously was trying to save mileage on the rent-a-car, so he left it parked so that we could walk in the snow, wind, 12-degree weather here over to shoot around.
I see.
I thought it was a good decision.
Shaw turns it over. Thomas takes all the way and draws the foul. The basket will not count. Brian Shaw thought that he had Kobe Bryant moving in the other direction. Now they talk it over. Rare turnover committed by the Lakers. Only their third. All 3 in the second half. So Tim Thomas headed to the line, and Phil Jackson not pleased about what has taken place here in the fourth quarter.
Tim Thomas seems to be moving at a higher speed tonight than normal. I mean, he has really turned the jets on as he puts the ball on the floor.
Tim Thomas in the starting lineup for that 14-game stretch when Glenn Robinson was sidelined by injury. Thomas had the strong game in L.A. back in late November against the Lakers, hitting 7 of 9 from the field. 6-0 run by the Bucks. They have closed within 2.
And the crowd responding to your comments, okay, on their feet right now with the Bucks back within 2 points.
Bryant back on the rebound, and he was fouled. Foul committed by Urban Johnson. That's his third.
Well, after Kobe misses the shot, Shaq has himself right under the basket there, and you see Cassell trying to take the foul on him. He has to hold him down. Then Sam had quick dialogue with the big man before Shaq got upset.
Sam said, "I was just kidding." 9.5 remaining in the fourth. Bryant feeling for Thomas, and then stripped by Allen. Ray Allen will just check back in. Cassell for 3. Yes! The Bucks have taken a 1-point lead.
A little different than the 3-point air ball he shot a while ago in the game.
The Bucks have come back from a 13-point deficit. Bryant, he was fouled. For a moment, Kobe thought the call was that he stepped out of bounds. Thomas picks up his third.
And Marv, right now, Kobe has to guard against the fact that he's trying to maybe take it as a personal duel, a challenge against Thomas, who's done a relatively good job playing defense against him. Maybe just get the ball out of your hands for a while, get Shaq back involved with the basketball.
Guarded by Johnson. Single covered. Now Red comes over to help, and a foul on Johnson.
Once Shaq knew that he had Johnson in the air, it was just a matter of stepping back underneath. He knew he was going to get contact.
High praise from Ray Allen, saying that Tim Thomas could be the best player in the NBA. Tim Thomas has played a major role at both ends here tonight. Shaquille O'Neal, 5 for 9 from the line. A 9-0 run by Milwaukee to give them the lead. The Bucks, though, do not have any more fouls to give, and we have lots of time remaining. 8 minutes and 50 seconds. So Shaq hits 1 of 2, and the game is tied at 77. Some pressure being shown here by the Lakers. Cassell and Allen at the guard. Thomas up front with Red and Johnson. Robinson and Mason sitting down. Here's Thomas working on George, and he's blocked, so the foul is called. That is Evan George picking up a 4th team foul for Los Angeles.
So both teams will now be shooting a bonus the remainder of this quarter.
Cassell backing his way on Fisher. Allen played by Bryant. Here's Allen trying to go glass. The box out by Devin George.
You got Kobe chasing you from behind and Shaq standing in front of you. That's a tough jump shot to make happen.
Bryant to the fadeaway. O'Neal able to reach for it, and he is fouled. Look out, in a collision with the official, Joe Crawford. Foul again on Johnson. That's his 5th.
A very difficult shot attempt that time by Kobe. And then you see Shaq's arms being tied up. On one side, you've got Johnson. On the other side, you've got Tim Thomas trying to hold him down.
Anthony Mason checks back in, replacing Irvin Johnson, who just sat down with his 5th foul. So we'll see how George Karl goes up against Shaq. Earlier, he did go with Mason. Lakers recapture the lead. They're up by 1. Well, coming up next on TBS NBA Tuesday, Game 2 of our doubleheader. It'll be the Utah Jazz and the Sacramento Kings. The Kings are the best record in the NBA. They have lost their last 2. The Jazz red hot despite this long road trip. They've won 6 straight on the road.
Give the Jazz some credit. That team back at the beginning of the year, most people felt that this was the end of the run for them, that Malone, Stockton were too old, that the playoffs were just a dream. And here they are now back right in the thick of the playoff race.
Bucks turn it over. Kobe Bryant. And Kobe now has 25 points. Lakers 81, the Bucks 77.
So what happens to the Lakers, they're down 1 point. You get Shaq on the foul line. He makes 1 to tie the game, and then a couple big stops. Lack of execution by Milwaukee. Big baskets by the Lakers. They're up again by 4.
Glenn Robinson getting sent to check back in. Ray Allen has been very quiet. George on the rebound. Ray scoreless the last 22 minutes. He's attempted only 3 shots during that stretch. George for 3. Yes. Devin George, who has been on fire from downtown coming into tonight. 7 for his last 16. Hit a huge 3 in the final minutes in Seattle last week. 7-0 run for the Lakers. They now lead 84-77. 25 points in all.
Look at the outstanding job that Tim Thomas has done against them while they've been on the floor matched up against each other. 0 for 5, Kobe versus Thomas.
See how the Bucks play it now. Thomas does have 3 fouls. Ray Allen coming off the screen. Picked up on a switch by George. Good defensive sequence on the Lakers, but Cassell is able to hit.
And from the Lakers standpoint, George did an excellent job of switching out that time onto Allen because Kobe was hit with that second screen. But then after that, it was breaking down the defense off the dribble, then creating the shot.
Here's Shaq. Powering his way past Anthony Mason. Anthony Mason hitting the deck. We're talking about a very strong individual at 6'8", 255 pounds.
Mason talking to the official right now that was under the basket that did not make a call. Mason feels he picked up the offensive foul.
Allen not allowed to get the shot off, but he has the quick release. Thomas coming up with air. The Laker defense has shored up here in the fourth quarter. Now lead 86-79, just under 6 remaining in the fourth.
That's a veteran team understanding when it's time to get the big stops that you need in the game, to either get back in or pull ahead.
Shot clock down to 4. Horry from downtown. Robert Horry with his second 3. He has 8 points. Lakers 89, the Bucks 79. Robert Horry, such a clutch performance. Robinson coming up short.
The one thing that Phil Jackson mentioned to us was that he fears the ability of this Milwaukee team to come back and score a lot of points in a very short period of time. That, you know, they've had past experiences going back to a year ago when they made up a 16-point deficit in about 3 minutes.
Sells pass broken up by Fisher. First Sam tried to accelerate off the dribble against Fisher, could not. Then his pass deflected away. Now Cassell with some room. That's 21 points for Cassell.
May not be a better baseline jump shooter in the league than Sam Cassell. He loves to play from down in that area, getting that in between 14, 15-foot range, and then shoot over the top of point guards or give an open look. He's going to make it.
Last touch by the Bucks, so the Lakers will hold on.
Comes down off a screen set by his teammate and then down on the baseline area and decides to take a little piece of our cameraman out after the shot.
Phil Jackson, finale of that long road journey. Shot clock down to 2, and George able to one-hand the 3. A fling by Devin George. He now has 7 points, so the Lakers extend to an 11-point advantage.
Just 2 seconds left on the 24-second clock, and as you mentioned, he just caught it and got it out of his hand.
Foul away from the ball. Lakers over the foul limit. Foul on George. A 16-4 run pulled off by the Lakers to take this sizable lead. Phil Jackson, who has 8 championship rings as a head coach, that's 1 away from Red Auerbach. Also won a title as a player with the New York Knicks back in 1973. His 3rd year as the head coach of the Los Angeles Lakers. '92-'83 Lakers. Has been a splendid road trip for the Lakers. After losing 3 straight games, they have taken the first 3 on this road trip. They'll improve matters. Tough one tomorrow night against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. Shot clock down to 3, down to 2. Here's Bryant. Rebounded by Allen.
Again, that's Tim Thomas playing the defense on Kobe Bryant.
Robinson with the step. Gave it up. Thomas on the follow. So the Bucks are down by 7. 17 points for Thomas. Shaq getting position. And he is fouled. Robinson came over to help. Mason is upset. Foul on Robinson. That is his 3rd.
And Mason was relying on the fact that if he could hold his ground against Shaq, that one of the teammates, and it was Robinson who came over that time, would try and give the help or strip the ball from Shaq on the drop step and reverse pivot.
Shaq has shot well at the line. 8-13.
Go back and look at Mason trying to hold his ground. If he can keep Shaq outside the white line that you see there, he's hoping that Robinson can get over and strip the ball in time.
Shaq has hit his last 4 free throws. Lakers 93, the Bucks 85. Down to 3 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Allen is fouled, so he'll go to the line. Ray Allen has been silent in the second half. Allen with 13 points on the night, all in the first half.
And Mark, we'll see now if George Karl decides to use the tactic of fouling Shaq when the ball goes into his hands. He had mentioned today that he feels Shaq gives you 1 out of 2 when you come down the stretch. 1 point for each possession he thinks is pretty good. That's part of the reason why he does not like to use the tactic. But with his team's ability to make shots from the outside, with a 6-point game with 3 minutes to go, we'll see if he gets the big man each time he brings it down low.
Ray Allen had been scoreless the last 27 minutes before those free throws. Shot clock down to 6. Here's O'Neal. Kept alive. Minutes remaining in the fourth.
Phil Jackson, I think, called out 4 passes. This way they want to get 4 passes or touches before a shot goes up. We've seen 1 so far by Rick Fox. There's the second. Here's the third.
Rory saw that he had the step and then the sprint. Robinson. Bucks having trouble finding a shot. Too much passing. And then it's knocked out of bounds by Cassell. Bucks continue to swing it at a time where you're looking for quick shots with 1.5 minutes to go. Delay of game warning called on Milwaukee. 97-89, Lakers on top. And the Lakers have done it with the shot from downtown. 4 of 6 from beyond that 3-point line in this fourth quarter. Now Robinson defending on Bryant. Lakers in no hurry. Horry for 3. Shaq is on it. Lost it, but Bryant is right there. Kobe Bryant, with 1:05 to go in the fourth, has given the Lakers a 99-89 lead, and the Bucks take a timeout.
Sometimes it's just a matter of being in the right place at the right time. Shaq right there getting a piece, Kobe getting a finish.
These guys have to go all out to get the rock. You don't. Just make AT&T your new long-distance service. AT&T your new long-distance service, and we'll give you a free NBA team ball. Then you can earn more NBA gear by logging on to NBA.com and the AT&T Ultimate Fan Zone. The more minutes you use during the season, the better NBA stuff you get. So switch to AT&T Long Distance now and get your hands on an NBA basketball without the floor burns. So hustle up and call 1-800-335-8900.
Oh, baby. Nestle introduces the best-tasting Baby Ruth ever. Now with a tastier, softer center. America's baby just got better. Yeah.
Free lube, oil, and filter with the purchase and installation of VST brakes. You'd be crazy to pass on this deal. If you see 2 sheep mowing the lawn, you're crazy. Midas. We do that.
1:05 remaining in the fourth quarter. The Lakers up by 10. In the first half, they led by as many as 13. The Bucks with a good run in the third quarter. In fact, briefly took the lead, but the combination of Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant has been too much for the Milwaukee Bucks.
You know, Mark, from the 3-point line, the Lakers normally make just over 6 a game. They've made 9 in this game. They normally take around 17, almost 18. They have 19 attempts thus far, so great teams find ways of winning each night, and it comes differently on a given night.
I recall Sam Cassell hit that shot from downtown to give the Bucks a 77-76 lead. Cassell trying to find Mason, picked off by Horry. So the Bucks led by 1, and the Lakers came roaring back with a 13-2 run to bring it to this point. They lead by 10.
Back a year ago, Milwaukee, one of the teams that beat the Lakers twice during the season. They did not beat Milwaukee.
Oh, look out.
Then Robinson goes down hard right there, and this now will be the second win for the Lakers this season versus Milwaukee.
Yes, they'll make it a sweep of the season series, doing it at Staples and late November, where the Bucks hung in through 3 quarters, and then the Lakers able to pull it out. Knocked out of bounds. Last touched by the Lakers with 19 seconds remaining, and the Lakers will go to 39-16, second best record in the league, right behind the Sacramento Kings. Here's Robinson. That shot deflected short by Ori. And for LA, 4 straight wins, all on the road, while the Buck win streak comes to a close at 3, and they drop to 32-23. Shaquille O'Neal, 28 points, 13 rebounds. Kobe Bryant with 20.
I like students. I'd be glad when they